Hey sophomores, hope you had a good time taking the PACT today. Today during class we worked on the little half sheet of paper with the work problems. You may have encountered one of these types of problems on the PACT. So we'll start with the first one. 2 years ago, Jenna stained her deck in 3 hours. Last year, Chris stained the same deck in 2 hours. This year, if they work together, how long will it take to stain the deck? Now you should be thinking automatically that it should take less than 2 hours if they are working together. And then the question is, how much less than 2 hours? How can we figure that out? Well, the key to this is thinking about it in terms of rates. Jenna stains one deck in 3 hours. So that's her rate, and notice we're making a fraction to go along with our rational equations idea. And then Chris comes along the next year, he stains the same deck, one deck, in 2 hours. And then if they work together, in other words, if Jenna and Chris add, they combine their efforts, their rate together is going to be one deck in some amount of hours that we don't know. And we've just made ourselves a rational equation. If we get a common denominator for all the fractions, a 3, a 2, and an x, a common denominator will be 6x. So times by 2x, times by 3x, times by 6. Get rid of all my common denominators. And my equation becomes 2x plus 3x equals 6, dividing by 5. It's going to take them 1.2 hours to stain the deck, or 1 hour and 12 minutes. Next up, we have Sherwin, William, and Ben are painting rooms. Now it says when working all together, Sherwin and Ben and William, it takes 2 hours to paint a room. So their together rate is one room in 2 hours. 2 hours. Then it goes into some detail about them working alone. Sherwin paints one room in 6 hours. William paints one room in 4 hours. And how long would it take Ben to paint the room on his own? Ben paints one room in some amount of hours. So our denominators are 6, 4, x, and 2. A common denominator we could use would be 12x. You could use 24x. You could use 48x, whatever you want. I'm going to go with 12x. So times the first fraction by 2x, second fraction by 3x, third fraction by 12, and last fraction by 6x. And then get rid of those common denominators, and my equation will become 2x plus 3x, which is 5x, plus 12 equals 6x. Subtract 5x, and we now know Ben paints the room in 12 hours. He's a pokey painter.